Welcome back, everybody. This is WingsOfWax, and we are playing Slay the Spire. Today we're going to be playing some Ironclad, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the game offers us, because we're going to be trying to take some just like good overall cards in the beginning, but then we're going to be looking for an archetype. We're going to be looking for a specific class or direction to go in for the deck. Alright, what are our four options here? Obviously, we're only really looking at the three, because I will almost never take this lose your starting relic, because if you lose your starting relic with like any of these classes, it doesn't work out well, typically. Like, the whole class is built around typically your starting relic, so why would you do that? We have Transformer card, obtain 3 random potions, and choose a rare card but take 24 damage. So I usually stay away from transforming cards. I do it occasionally because it does make sense. Like right now would actually be a perfect opportunity, but potions are good. Potions are probably option number 2, I would say. But I think taking 24 damage is good to find us a direction potentially to go into. So I'm more than okay to go with that. Oh boy. Limit Break is great. Brutality is also good. We haven't tried the Brutality style decks, which is like when you take self-harm damage, you get, bonuses and stuff like that. So I'm almost tempted to just give that a shot. Because Brutality is just like a pretty good card by itself. Limit Break is also good, but we don't have any strength options right now to be able to take advantage of that, so it would just be a dead card at the moment. Whereas Brutality actually does make sense to just take, because, having an extra card every single turn at the cost of 1 life is pretty useful. So I think I'm gonna try this strategy, honestly. Let's see where it leads us. How's that? I would like to fight as many elites as possible. I would like to fight that elite if we can actually get to another one previous, which it looks like we can, which is great. So let's see here. I do like question marks quite a bit. We want to avoid a shop because we only have 99 golds. So I like kind of going up this way. This looks like a pretty decent way. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to fight 2 enemies before we actually get to this elite. Well, we'll fight this one and then decide if we need to go. We have the ability to be able to fight this one, or if we have to go, veer our course a little bit. But I do like question marks. Question marks are pretty fantastic. Yeah, I mean, like, we can cast Brutality here. Man, I just want to try to soak up as much damage as possible. So let's kill this, or we'll take the armor off of this one this turn. So we have the option to be able to kill it. We could not kill this one anyways next turn, so just trying to make sure that I don't take too much damage here. So we are able to kill this one. Is that worthwhile? Yes, it is, because then we can actually deal damage to this one, so that way it can die on the following turn. So we're taking a little bit of damage, but I think we're gonna end up with a net positive for health. I do gotta keep in mind that Brutality is actually damaging us every turn too, so I gotta keep that in mind. What do we get? Infernal Blade is always a good card. Pommel Strike is always a good card. Perfected Strike I'm not really liking, because we typically like to remove strikes from our decks, so I try to stay away from Perfected Strike if I can help it. I do think Infernal Blade is slightly better than Pommel Strike, though. It fits into any real strategy, almost. Pommel Strike obviously fits into every strategy, whereas this one I just feel like is more powerful. It has more potential payouts, which is kind of the reason why I like Infernal Blade quite a lot. And turning it into 0 mana is obviously a good thing, too. So for 35 gold, we can heal 20 or remove a card. If I remove anything, it's probably going to be like a strike, a single strike here. So that way I can try to make it so it's a little more evened out with our defense. How risky are we looking to get? Risky bisky. Let's see. We're going to be able to get to a fire right before you, but I would like to... I would like to upgrade a card if I can help it. Oh, nice. We're gonna hit 2 fires. That's actually pretty fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna remove a card here then. Yeah, let's remove a card. Let's get rid of a strike. Alrighty. And we're on our way. We get to remove a card again. I'm definitely taking advantage of that. I guess, what do we get rid of, though, here? So we have 4 defensive cards, and we have 6 offensive cards. I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to be able to get rid of here. Like, obviously, we can make it 4 and 5 if we take out one of the other strikes, but I'm not sure that's actually beneficial to us. I think we get rid of a defend here, unfortunately. We should be able to pick up another defend at some point. I say that, then it offers to remove more cards from my deck. Do we want to upgrade anything? What is this? I think this just becomes innate, right? Yeah, which is not terrible, but we don't need it innate right away. I could upgrade the Infernal Blade, which is, I think, actually reasonable here. Transform my card. We've already kind of like started to kind of go down a line of what direction we want to go in, so I kind of like going for the Infernal Blade, though. Just a, a free way to be able to get an attack. Yeah, that sounds reasonable enough. We got Slime Boys. Well, let's start with the Infernal Blade, see what we get. We get Uppercut. Uppercut's going to deal 13 damage, which is going to take out this guy. Actually, are we going to do that? Because, yeah, we have to do that to be able to take you out. And I will double defend and put 6 damage on this guy, so we can just prevent a little bit of damage if we can help it. I don't want to take too much. I actually want to regenerate some health if I can help it here. That would be preferable. We're going to be defending no matter what, because I don't want to take the full 7. I'm not sure we're going to be brutalitying, though. I'm just wondering if I should go for the bash here or not. I think we do. Because then it just takes 2 strikes next turn to be able to kill him. So that seems reasonable enough. What else we get? We got double strikes. Hey, it's almost like it was planned. What do we have? Sentinel is good for, obviously, the exhaust strategy. Clash is decent. We are pretty aggressive. We only have 3 defense in our deck right now. Clothesline's fine, too. I wish Clothesline dealt more damage, but it does not. I think we actually might go for the Clash here. We only have 3 cards that don't enable it, basically. Because this is 0 mana, so... And this is 0 mana as well. So I must think we go for the Clash. We're at 55. Here's the ish. So we don't have... Oh, we do have one more campfire. Okay, so we can upgrade a card here. Yeah, we can. There is no ish here. Don't worry. No ish. No ish. Let's go for the Bullet Bash here. That sounds reasonable enough. An extra turn of vulnerability sounds fantastic. Let's start with the Infernal Blade, see what we get. We get Pommel Strike. Let's go for the Bash. Pommel. We get Brutality. I think Brutality is worthwhile here for the longevity of this game. And obviously we're just going to deal more damage this turn because he's not attacking. He is stunned. Oh, Shell Shock. We do get a Defend, which I should cast so that we actually can cast the Clash. And then it's just a matter of, do we go for the Bash or do we go for the Double Strike? And I think we go for the Double Strike because it was an upgraded Bash previous. Because I think we're going to be able to, maybe not necessarily kill him on the following turn, but on the turn after we should be able to. Yeah, we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. We get Clash. Okay, I will defend then, just so I can get the Clash damage in. That sounds fantastic. That actually worked out. That was reasonable enough for me. We save some HP, and then we set up lethal. Yeah. So death. Nice. We didn't take too much HP there. That's always the hard part. We do have Combust and Battle Trance. They're both really good. I'm a big fan of both of those cards. Combust making us lose HP every turn, though, is going to be a problem, but I do realize we're kind of already in that direction of trying to build that deck. But Battle Trance is always going to be good. It's tough. I think since we already have an enabler for all those lose HPs, we have the brutality. I think we're going to go with the battle trance here. We already have an enabler. So let's go with a fire here. Do we have to? Yeah, we really should. I mean, like, looking at the cards, like, what do we want to upgrade anyways? And, like, brutality is really the only option here. I feel like battle trance is fine, but, like, drawing one additional card is not really that super beneficial. It's obviously drawing cards is good, but drawing one additional card for upgrading, I don't know. I don't think it's really worthwhile. We already got so many options. Let's go for the anchor. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Since we're probably going to get a key piece from the Flaming Elite over there. Flame on. We get cleave. Well, oh, we have 10. Okay. Whoa. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. All right. I forgot anchor. 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 I also got to keep Akabeko in mind too, because if we have like cleaves in our hand with multiple enemies, I gotta make sure I remember that. Yes and yes. GG's. A dex potion is worthwhile. Searing Blow I don't really like, just because I don't think it's worthwhile. How much damage does this get upgraded to? 16. Yeah, it only goes up by 4 damage every time you upgrade it. I'd rather take like a True Grit here if I'm gonna take anything. Metallicize is also pretty good though. Metallicize is more for like a defensive build though. I'm not sure. It's definitely not Searing Blow, I can tell you that much. But I think it's True Grit here, even though Metallicize is decent. I like being able to get 3 block every single turn. It is useful. But I think True Grit, just making our deck thinner, is more beneficial to us. Let's go with another fight here. If we find another campfire and we're at a reasonable amount of HP, then I will probably upgrade the True Grit. Let's go for the Infernal. Let's go for the Defend. Which I didn't need to go for the defend, but I did it because I wanted to, you know, go for the clash here. So we can take one of you out, which is great. We can take both of you out, which is great. Hey, check it out. Bloodletting is good. How much HP are we willing to lose, though? That's the real question. I'm almost just tempted to just go for like a Pommel Strike here, because Pommel Strike is always good. It's just a good general card. Reckless Charge is not terrible either. I'm not sure we're really in the position to be taking the 0-mana deal 7 though right now. Like it's good. It's good. I don't mean to downplay it. It actually is a good, like, all 3 of these are actually pretty good cards. But since we already have a way to like trigger the bloodletting, trigger our HP being lost every turn, I'm not really like looking for anything specific unless it like works with, synergizes with the loss of HP. So like there are powers that like whenever you lose HP you get a strength. I'm looking for like those type of things, and then I'm going to upgrade my my brutality so that way I can actually enable it every single turn. So I don't really like need any more losing HP enablers. I do realize this gives us an extra energy, which is not terrible, but Pommel Strike just seems like the safe pick here. Wonderful. They're all going to regenerate 3 health every turn. Bash is actually not very powerful against these guys, so I think it's better if we try to look for... I was hoping to find our Infernal Blade, but oh well. There's no real point for me to go for a clash here because I would have to play both of my defends. I think if we're going to kill one, we can't kill these on the following, I would imagine. We're dealing 14 on the first hit. And then we have, what, 12 more coming in? So we can deal 26 damage to 1, which means we could potentially kill one next turn, actually, now that I think about it. All because that 8 extra Akabeko. The Appa. Yes, the red Appa. I think it's worthwhile to actually take one of these out. Typically, I would take out the one that's attacking because we wouldn't even have the option of being able to take out one of these. But since we're looking like we might actually have the option, I think I'm going to go for that. Oh, he's going to heal 3, right. So we actually might be just slightly off. Or if we get 3 strikes, he's dead. He dead, if that's the case. We get to Pommel, which can help us potentially achieve our dreams. Make our dreams a reality. We got Infernal Blade. We got Cleave. Woo! That's actually fantastic. Do we go for... Yeah, let's go for the Brutality, and then we can go for Defend, True Grit, get rid of a Strike. That's fine. I don't mind that play. Because now I think we can, like, manage them. I like having them off rhythm from each other, like not doing the exact same thing on the same turns. Because it makes it really easy to be able to defend and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, the Daze makes it so we can't actually cast the Clash. You suck. It's not worth it for us to go for the Bash and spend 2 mana to deal that damage. It's just better for us to go for, like, a Cleave, defend. And I think we strike... this one, he'll be at 21. We don't actually have a way to deal 21 damage. We can really only deal 18. So I actually think it's better for us to do this. He also gains 3 health. So yeah, we should do that. Because we're not going to be able to kill one on the following turn. So man, these dazes are mucking up my day. I mean, yeah, sure. We'll go for the Battle Trance. Like, why not? It's going to open up more options. I should have gone for the Palm Strike probably first, but that's okay. I would like to... Strike, and then True Grit. I was hoping it was going to get rid of one of the dazes, but that's all right. So we're going to be able to kill the one that's at 9 HP currently, which is now at 12. Oh boy. Yeah, I say that, and then you just do that to me. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Look at how many other... There's 3 days left. You're kidding me? You couldn't give me a strike or a pommel or something? Like, oh my goodness. You are... You are something. You are something else. We're going to take an extra 4 damage there because of that. Thank you very much, game. You're so kind. So yeah, we have to pommel him. I would like to True Grit. So we need to strike and True Grit. We can manage the one guy, and I'm taking 2 damage here. We are getting the brutality damage as well, so I got to keep that in mind. We do have Battle Trance, so I have to go for that first. Unfortunately, we got that. Which means we can't go for the Clash this turn. I was trying to see if we could actually go for a Clash, but we're not going to be able to, so I guess we'll just... Yeah, technically this deals 1 more damage than being able to go for a double strike here. So... Unfortunately, it's just taking a while to kill these, but inevitably, they will be dead. You know, all of them. All you dead. Alright, that took a while. We got Red Skull. Ooh, that's pretty decent. 50% HP. Deal, get +3 strength. And that's actually a really good potion. I like that potion a lot. Ethereal Ghost Armor is not terrible. Warcry, also pretty good. I kind of like the Ghostly Armor because we've been getting rid of a couple of defense here and there. I mean, Warcry is also just really good too. Warcry is always good. Problem is, Warcry really only is good when it's upgraded. So that is the issue. We only have 3. We have 4 ways to block in the deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to attack. I'm almost tempted to take a block here, taking a Ghostly Armor. I think it's not terrible. I mean, like, I'm taking the Ghostly Armor, but this is just like a free card. It's not, because it gets rid of a card from your hand, but But once it's upgraded, it's basically just a free card. So I think I'm just going to go for the ghostly armor here. We also don't have like an exhaust strategy, so it's not really worthwhile to go for that. So go for the Warcry. What do we get? Doubt. Where's the shop? Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it's not worth us being weakened. I can tell you that right now. Not worth it, my friend. We have acidic slime. Let's see. We have ghostly armor, defend, and true grit, which means we can get a clash in. I guess that is the play. Oh boy, actually, maybe we should go for the true grit here. I'm just concerned that true grit's gonna get rid of our clash, and I'd rather it get rid of a defend or a strike here. Okay. That's fine. Like, it worked out. Let's go for the Infernal Blade, see what we get. We get Heavy Blade. Let's go for the Battle Trance, see what we get. We get Bash. Let's go for the Bash. Let's go for the Heavy Blade. And I'm not going to Pommel Strike unless it's more damage. It is more damage, so we'll go for the Pommel Strike then. Only because it's more damage. I'm not going for the Brutality because I don't think we can really fully take advantage of it. Because I think we're going to kill these before, you know... I think we're going to lose more HP off of that than we are actually going to take advantage of it. So, let's see. Let's go for the Battle Trance. See what we get. We get Ghostly Armor. Ghostly Armor is going to be really good here. Unfortunately, this only deals 10. These only deal 4. So I can't actually kill one. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess the plan is to prevent damage. Yeah, we're just gonna prevent their damage this turn, and see if we can set it up for the following turn to be able to actually deal a little bit of damage to them. If I was able to kill one, I would have gone for it, but because we couldn't actually kill one, that's the whole reason why. And we were also weakened that turn, so let's see. We have 9. So we actually can kill one. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go for... I actually don't mind if this gets rid of the Brutality. Okay. Well, because we have Clash in our hand, I will put you to 1 life. So we can guarantee you're dead next turn. So basically we're taking 1 damage to guarantee he's dead, which is fine. Alrighty. Another Infernal Blade's not bad. We haven't picked up anything that boosts our strength, so I can't really take Limit Break. But obviously these are just decent cards. I just really like Infernal Blade. Maybe I value it too highly. I'm not sure. Brutality. Should we innate you? True Grit. Should we buff you? Infernal Blade. Should we make you free? Those are all questionable choices here. What is going to be more beneficial to us? What boss are we fighting? I didn't even look. We're fighting the Vortex thing. The purple guy. So he's going to start off with a big amount of damage in the first turn. I'm not sure we actually need to innate Brutality here. I think I would rather go for the Infernal Blade or the True Grit. Like, once we actually get something that takes advantage of Brutality being innate, or like once we finally pick up some of those cards that actually like trigger off of like losing health to cards, then I'll start, you know, prioritizing Brutality. But until that happens, I think I'm going to just try to go for something else. Infernal Blade or True Grit. I do really like both of them, but I think a free True Infernal Blade is just more beneficial. Free cards are always good, right? Especially when they're free attacks like that. It could be a free 3-mana attack. We will go for the Brutality here. It's kind of funny that we actually got that. And obviously we have strikes. Should I have upgraded these? I actually don't know what... Brutality just gets an 8. So yeah, we can still upgrade these technically, which is probably worthwhile. Yeah, let's go for it. Strike. I mean, we'll just cast the Ethereal Armor so that way we can actually have it back at some point. Hopefully when it's a little more relevant. Actually, I should have just gotten rid of it now that I think about it, because we just need to be very aggressive, I feel like, in this fight. I can go for defend, which makes sense because I only have 3 mana. I should go for the clash before I make a pommel strike. Okay. So, doesn't really matter. Alright. Let us go for a True Grit here and get rid of a strike. Actually, this will get rid of a defend, because the defends are not as good, I feel like, right now. I kind of want to bash him just to put some vulnerable on him, but the problem is then we take 3, we're going to take 6. So, nah, I don't think it's worth it, because we're not going to attack him next turn. Because we definitely need to put up our blocks for the next turn at least, which is why I don't think bash is going to be worthwhile to us. Actually, it probably would have been worthwhile for us to get rid of a strike there now that I think about it, because defend might have actually been a little bit more helpful. Aren't these just fun turns? We can afford to take damage here. Like, I could pop this potion, that's for sure. Is it worth 14 damage to take 3? Which actually would be us taking 6? I think it might be, actually. I'm considering going for the pommel strike to hope we draw another defend. We do have 3 defending options, actually. Let's go for that. We just drew a regular defend. Of course we did. Of course. We would have much rather had either of those other 2 options. If they were a ghostly armor, would have been awesome. I keep calling it ethereal armor. Do we clash? Taking basically 6 damage, but we're dealing him 14. I'll pass this turn, I guess. I don't want to think too hard about it. We probably could have afforded it. I just, you know. Obviously, as long as our life total is 1 or higher at the end of this, then we'll be good, but we're definitely ethereal armoring. That's why I went for that first. I think we should pommel strike you. Do True Grit. Interesting. Well, we can True Grit to take no damage and then just get rid of a Iron Wave, or do we get rid of a Twin Strike here? I feel like Iron Wave is... Actually, does Iron Wave work out better for us because for his defensive turns? So maybe... It's only going to give us 2 block, though. But that's still better than nothing. Twin Strike is just not going to be good against those phases, so yeah, let's just get rid of the Twin Strike. Unfortunately, Twin Strike deals more damage, but... Alright, we'll start with a Battle Trance, see where that leads us. We have a Bash, which is fantastic. He's going to be defending this turn, which is also fantastic for us. So we'll go for the upgraded strike here, and we'll pass. Pretty simple turn. Destroy. He's going to try to kill us, but we have probably enough damage to be able to take him and put him into the next Shadow Realm phase. Do we go for the Bash just to keep applying more pressure? So he's going to be, what? This will be 1 turn. Then it'll be attacking, so 2, 3. So we'll still have 2 vulnerable when he comes out of that phase. I think that's worthwhile. Do some quick math, carry the 7. But he's going to be vulnerable for 2 extra turns after he comes out of this phase, so that was worthwhile to us. I think we can True Grit and get rid of a strike. That sounds pretty good. And we also have a defend here, which means we can go for a clash. And I think we can also go for a strike here. We're only going to take 1 extra damage. That's really not that big of a deal. I mean, technically we're taking 2 because of the, I keep forgetting about brutality. That's definitely a card you should keep in mind. Let's go for the True Grit, get rid of the strike. We have defend, and we have Iron Wave. And we can clash him, which is probably worth it here. Since we're getting, he's below half health, I think it's worth it for us to do this here. He also is vulnerable too, so we dealt him extra damage because of that. Alright, here we have to deal 50. We're not dealing 50 this turn. Can guarantee you that. We did get True Grit, which means we could get rid of one of the defends and be able to cast the other defend. That way we can get the clash out. Is that really worthwhile though? We can't get him. We can't deal 50 damage. That's basically what it comes out to. We can't deal 50 damage. So I think this getting rid of a defend, getting us closer towards a clash for this turn, I think is more beneficial to us here. No, I want to cast the clash. Thank you. And Iron Wave is probably just going to be the best bet here, so that way we don't take any damage. And we progressively get him, so that way we can get him. We could probably deal 22. He's vulnerable next turn, so yeah, we definitely can. As long as we don't draw like a bunch of defends, but we've been getting rid of a lot of defends. Also strikes too, but we only have 9 cards in the deck. That's pretty funny. Yeah. What we only have. We're obviously weren't going to go for a pommel strike. I mean, we could have, but we don't really need to draw what battle trance. Yeah, we already casted this turn anyway, so we wouldn't have actually drawn it anyways. So what's the best course of action here? Probably just to bash him. So that way we can apply more vulnerable, so we can make sure that we can kill him pretty soon. So he's going to go into his little eggshell thorny phase here. And we just got to make sure we prevent damage. And then the game is over. Or we can potentially just find 27 damage to just kill him right here, if that's the case. Let's see. This is going to deal 13, which is going to be 26. So yeah, we do have lethal. So let's go for lethal. Boom. Headshot. Alright, that went pretty well. I am pretty excited about that. I think I'm actually gonna leave the episode here because I want to be able to make my decision, I think, next time. Because what I realized, I'm trying this out this time, is whenever I go to restart the game, it forces me to, it doesn't save all of my data. So I think I'm actually just gonna stop here. As weird as that is. And that way we can make our choices next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. It was a ton of fun, obviously. We're trying to go for that brutality style strategy, so maybe we can actually get a card that will trigger for that brutality. Yeah. Nothing really to note other than we have a pretty solid deck so far. Like it is a bunch of like good stuff, but we have a direction that we could go into as long as we get handed those cards, but we're not like solidified into that strategy yet, so we could go for just about any strategy depending on what this card or the relic that it gives us offers. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below if you don't like me ending it off here, but I think it'll work out for now. I'm going to try this for probably a couple episodes, and we'll see how this works. So that way, at least the next time we come in, I can make better decisions and look at the deck and hopefully be smarter about everything. But it also could be terrible because I could be forgetting what everything is, what I've been doing. So I'm going to leave this here, though, and try this out for a day and see if this works out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this content. It does help me out greatly. It does make it so that way I'm more motivated to be able to produce more content for you. So without further ado, though, good luck and grind on, everyone.